surprisingly enough, say, for example, that you were to tell me that the AFC South would be one of the most competitive divisions, not only in the AFC, but in the league at the beginning of the season, I would have called you absolutely insane. But here we are. The energy is here. Derek, what are your thoughts on this game? And how are the Colts going to come out on top?
Well, I mean, it is no doubt that the Pittsburgh Steelers are struggling. I think I read this correctly. They are the first team with an above 500 record to lose to two teams back to back, or even just two teams in general that had that were 8 games below 500 in the same season. So they definitely have not played well right now. The Indianapolis Colts are looking to try to bounce back from such an abysmal performance against the Cincinnati Bengals. And now you know, because you lost, and now you don't have any room for error when it comes to that. You know, you may not be able to lose a game for the remainder of the year in order to keep your spot. I still think we can lose one game and still make it, but it ultimately depends on who that is. And it's going to be very important. These games matter now more than anything. Indy's going to have a better game plan. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to miss a ton of guys. From what I'm understanding is TJ Watt and Highsmith both might be out for this game because they're both in protocol as of Monday. And of course, we know Kenny Pickett's not playing. It will be Mitch Trubisky once again. So if you want to look at what they just played like against the New England Patriots and that team is facing us, then Indy has a very good chance, regardless of how bad we played last week. We're going to get some of our guys back. We're going to have a better game plan. And hopefully Indy can win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, if I'm not mistaken, have actually beaten us 9 out of the last 10 times that we've played them, regardless of location. This definitely is a big one for Indy, and I think we come out on top.
Yeah, look, I mean, the Jaguars' backs are against the wall right now. We lost 2 in a row, so the Jaguars had to come out here and play a good game. And it's another primetime one, man. The Jaguars hadn't had like a Monday Night Football game in like 12 years, and they went out and blew it. They haven't had a Sunday Night Football game in like 15 years. So the Jaguars had to come out ready for this one. They were kind of getting bullied the last couple games. But, you know, one thing going on with the AFC is nobody wants to hold on to that number 1 seed. Everybody just wants a hot potato it to the next team. I'm going to say the Jaguars win this one. I'm going to say we win this one. How about 24-20? Go Jags, baby.
But I do need to come out, and I do need to announce our proud sponsor of today, and that just so happens to be the best sportsbook on the face of the planet, and that would have to be BetUS. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down into BetUS, we are legitimately talking about your go-to place when it comes into money lines, point spreads, and even those classic over-unders. Now, with BetUS, all right, guys, you can find that link right in our description. And just by using that link, you can get 125% match of your initial deposit. Say, for example, you were to put down $100, then boom, you have 225. So you can go on ahead and bet on your favorite team, perhaps making the playoffs, maybe going ahead and play around with that prop builder that they have within BetUS as well. It is the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports and the AFC South Roundtable, and a great way to show some love. Supporting our sponsors over here is the exact same way of supporting this show. Definitely go on ahead and check out BetUS. Gentlemen.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
And some of the absolute easiest payouts and some of the best customer service in the game, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, like I mentioned previously, here are the odds to win the AFC South. You still have the Jacksonville Jaguars at minus 500. And look at them damn Titans, baby. Plus 15,000. Now, those are some odds, man. Those are some odds there, Titans. Ozzy. those are some odds. You have the Indianapolis Colts and the Texans, in case you wanted to play around with that. And then all of these games, particularly the Colts and the Steelers, the divisional matchup right between the Titans and the Texans. As Ruben said, they're going to rip that Oilers emblem off of their jerseys at the end. Certainly excited to discuss that. And then I would say a game that I am thrilled to watch, Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. You see the spreads, you see the over-unders, you see the money lines. Go on ahead and check out BetUS.
Yo, Dan, go back to that the AFC South division winners one real quick.
Let's take a look.
So if you guys want to sit here and be like objective about this thing, so the Jaguars are plus 500 to win the AFC South. So if you guys want to, that basically means if you put down $100, you're going to win $20. So if you guys want to treat a tender date to a free 4-piece nugget at Chick-fil-A, go ahead and throw $100 down on the Jaguars win the AFC South, because that, according to BetUS right now, is a complete lock.
Joke's on you. It's not a 4-piece, it's a 5-piece.
Okay, 5-piece.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I know
Or if
Derek
you got
has a lot of
balls
tender dates
like
at
I
Chick-fil-A,
do,
apparently.
put it on the Houston Texans.
So who says inflation's that bad? Anyway, all right. So let's go on ahead and knock this out. The divisional matchup, boys. All right. There's obviously some heat right now when it comes down into the Titans having the audacity of wearing your old logo of what your city used to represent. And as I think Ruben has said in the past, that they haven't necessarily had. No, never mind. That was a Colt situation. But onward. Anyway, Ruben, all right. Half of your team is in body bags right now. You also have CJ Stroud that's in concussion protocol. Possibility he might not play. So your thoughts on this game? Are you nervous at all? Let's talk about it.
Well, the confidence level right now is around a 6. I don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback Sunday. Is it going to be CJ Stroud? Is it going to be Davis Mills? If CJ Stroud is playing the football game, my confidence goes to a 10. I think any game that CJ Stroud is playing in, we could win. It is going to be fun to see how we handle the run game. It's been horrible all year. You need to give the ball to Devin Singletary. But also, this game is personal for Houston. That love you blue, that beautiful red, white, and baby blue used to belong in the H. And like I mentioned before, back then, even the cop cars had on the love you blue. It is a statement here in Houston. I talked to the owners earlier during the season at training camp, Mr. Cowan and Hannah McNair. They were like, oh, that is petty for them, to wear it against us. With that being said, man, this is an important game, not only because of the uniforms, but because of our playoff hopes. Right now, we are third in the AFC South. You need to win out these last 4 games. And it starts with this week against Tennessee, whether it's CJ Stroud or Davis Mills. This is a must-win game. We don't know who's going to be catching the ball. Is Nico Collins going to be out or not? But I do have faith in this Houston Texans defense. They have been known to bounce back after getting, pretty destroyed by other quarterbacks in the past.
And so give me your final score prediction.
With our injuries, man, I'm going to go ahead and say 17-14 Houston Texans. I still think it is a really close football game. We've been playing in close football games all year, except for last week, of course, against the Jets.
Oh, my God. Titans Rossi, does Will Levis pull off another miracle? What do you got? What's your take?
Will Levis is he's riding high right now, and he said after the game, we just beat a team like Miami. We feel like we could beat any team in the league. Obviously, with the injuries to the Texans, it could be a perfect storm for them this Sunday. And I will say, the last time the Titans donned the Oiler uniforms, it was against Atlanta. Will Levis, his first start, he came out, torched the Falcons. They completely destroyed them. I do really believe that for whatever reason, them wearing these jerseys gives them, I don't know, just it gives them more confidence for whatever reason. I look, as far as the whole Oiler, the jersey thing with the, I think Amy trying to go to the legal route was kind of silly personally. Obviously Houston does deserve some of the credit when it comes to the Oilers and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, we have the rights right now, and that's what we're doing. And I do think that the Titans are going to win this game. I do. And even with Stroud or Mills in there, I think the Titans are going to pull it out. And I think it's going to be a super close game. It's going to go down to the wire. And I just think the Titans are going to get them this time around. And I'm going to say the Titans 24, the Texans 21.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I definitely loved being the host of this. I am jealous. You will have your regular host back next week, but in case he can never make it, you'll be seeing myself. Guys, great show. Sincerely appreciate all of your hard work over here at Roundtable Sports. And for the AFC South Roundtable, we'll see you next week. Deuces.
Thanks down to
Dude.